Hello everybody and welcome back to the IvD Time number 80 Invitational Only Tournament. I'm your host here, IvD Rob, and joining me here is IvD, it's Dine. Dine, WZP versus our winner of the last series, coLTriMaster on Antigua Shipyard. What's your take, man?
Well, this is another interesting one. We finally, here again, we have an invite paired with a qualifier. And so far, those games have turned out to be pretty friggin' awesome. But I think Terran has a slight advantage here on Antigua because it's hard to maintain a base beyond your third there for Zerg. So, we'll see what they have planned out. We've seen some awesome TVZ from TriMaster so far, though.
We definitely have. So let's go ahead and introduce our players spawning in the top left after taking out... who was it in the first round?
CRT Revolution.
It was, wasn't it? It was indeed CR... Oh wait, I'm gonna try to find it real quick. Oh, whatever. Okay, after winning the last series, making it to round 2 here, he is the Red Zerg WZP. And he's gonna be going up against the winner of our last series after destroying in a 2-1 series against his opponent Revo. He is the Pink Terran, Complexity's very own TriMaster.
This wouldn't be a proper IVD tournament if I didn't say, oh, wait a minute, we have a 2-Rax.
Oh, man. And it is not just a 2-Rax. It is a proxy 2-Rax. That barracks going down in such a lovely location. Notice how it actually has 2 attributes. It is hard to locate, and it is quite close to his opponent's base. There goes the second Rax going down right now. WZP, completely unaware of this, has opted to fast expand.
Yeah, this could get a little scary for him. He could still hold it off. We'll see how it goes, though. I can understand... Oh, and a really late pull here for WZP. This is going to get a little bit scary. And I can't blame TriMaster for wanting to try and get a game done quick after those last 3 games were just so long.
They definitely were, and they were as well TVZs. So we'll have to see what's going to happen. Here goes the SCV coming in, and he is going to run into the main, grab a scout real quick just to make sure that this is exactly what he wants to do. He does see that this...
Oh, and we have SCVs being pulled.
Oh, this is extremely all-in out of TriMaster, as it looks like these SCVs are going to make their way across the map. No bunkers still going down yet, but that SCV from TriMaster is going to spot the pool not finished yet, and he is going to move into position. Where is he going to place it? The hatchery now completely done for WZP. There goes the bunker just now going down. Marines and SCVs now coming up the ramp here. Drones being pulled to try and deal with this, but these drones are going to immediately be pulled back to the main as WZP has found the error of his ways, playing a little greedy here at the beginning of the game.
And even getting supply block there, that's huge. That pool just finished up. We do have 4 lings in production, though. But the first bunker's just about to finish. There's already 3 Marines here, 2 more on the way. And that second bunker's about halfway done. This expansion's going down no matter what.
Here go the 2 lings just making their way out. A queen, and actually, if WCP does this well enough, he can defend this from his main. But he is still running the chance and actually more than likely going to lose his natural over this regardless. Marine's going to pile into the bunker because of the lings that were running up. That SCV giving vision to the high ground. Not a really bad decision from TriMaster, because that's going to allow him to hold this bunker for even longer. Still not enough army up for WZP to deal with this. A Baneling Nest being morphed right now. But this army from TriMaster building up as the game goes. More Marines being brought in. The SCVs being pulled to the high ground here. Oh, but here go the lings running up there. If they can pick off... No, it doesn't look like they are going to pick off that SCV at the high ground. Now the Marine's going to run into the main. Going to put even more pressure here on WZP. They're going to be able to get to that mineral line and force those drones from actually mining. This is absolutely crazy, Dine.
Oh, but the Lings get a nice little spot here on the Marines, and the spread is great. A full surround on all the Marines and SCVs, and this is going to be cleaned up.
But the damage has already been done as there goes the natural taken out now by the 3 Marines inside of the bunker. There goes the 4th going in there now. Ling's being pulled up here to try and deal with this. Queen's getting in position. That bunker does not have vision of the high ground, so these Queens can get this. And there goes the salvage on the bunker. Not a big deal, says TriMaster. I don't care if you do damage to it. It's worth the same either way.
And it looks like WZP just wants to go ahead and start rallying some Lings across map. There's already a wall and an additional barracks going up in the base of TriMaster, though. But he's not producing Marines out of it. There goes the first one. Good, that was going to get a little bit scary there.
Now these Lings from WZP were able to spot the barracks that were set up here, but there's enough Marines to hold this back, especially with that choke.
Yeah, definitely, but it might not have worked out as well as TriMaster wanted. There's a ton of Lings going down. That factory's just now starting for him as well. Only 1 Marine here to defend and no bunker up at home.
Oh, and a lot of Lings making their way. 4 Banelings being morphed right now. More Lings are coming up here. He needs to morph 1 more. There goes the 5th Baneling being morphed. He's going to be able to bust on these supply depots and run in here. Factory going up and the reactor core going up on the barracks. The timing here has to be perfect. Here go the Lings running in. The Baneling is just now morphed. There goes one of the supply depots. The Lings are now inside of the main. The factory's still not done yet. The reactor core not done yet. And there goes the Baneling gonna make its way into the into the mineral line of the main. Barracks is being lifted and brought in. And there's the GG from TriMaster. WZP with a brilliant counterattack. Ling Baneling just played out so well in that game.
Yeah, and great decision by him there to go in. Just decide to go all in with that instead of trying to reestablish that base.
All right.
And it looks like TriMaster wants Cloud Kingdom.
We will get that set up here. All right, and guys, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. We're going to be playing some music for you. If you like the music that we're playing, then go to ivdgaming.com where you can buy the album right off of our website. We'll be right back with game number 2 between TriMaster and WZP.
You're just a walking cliche. Everything you do, everything that you say, ain't a bit of it true. You're just a walking cliche. Everything you do, everything that you say, ain't a bit of it true. You're just a walking cliche. Everything you do, everything that you say, ain't a bit of it true. You're just a walking cliche. You say, everything that you do, everything that you say, everything that you do, everything that you say, cliche, cliche, cliche.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the IvD Yoga Time number 80, invitational only. This is game number 2 between WZP and Complexity's very own TriMaster. I'm IvD HK Rob, and joining me here is IvD It's Dine. And Dine, where are our players?
So he's spawning here at the bottom. We have our Terran player from Complexity in the pink once again, TriMaster, down a game after that failed 2-racks. And his opponent spawning at the top in the red, the one and only WZP. Doing a really great job defending that as well. He did lose his base, made really great decisions, decided to just go all in with it. And it ended up working out really well for him.
That is actually a really good response to something like that. When you're stuck in a position where your natural has been taken out, your opponent has those links and those marines rather, has those marines and the SCVs at your base, the bunker down and everything. I don't think WZP could have made any better decisions that game. He just played that so well. And now it looks like an extractor trick early on for WZP is going to it's a very interesting opening. I don't generally see those, but an early scout out of TriMaster. Wonder what he's planning on doing. Is he going to be 2-raxing once again?
Yes,
there
it looks like it. Yeah, setting up that second SCV now. That's exactly what's happening. Just going to try this again.
He already threw away the last game, but can he make it happen this time around? Looks like the second SCV coming in to drop down the second barracks here, but they're right on the Zelnaka tower. So if WZP just moves an Overlord over to the Zelnaka tower or a drone to the Zelnaka tower, he will spot this. Of course, WZP once again not grabbing his pool just yet. Is he saving up at this point? He is up to 16 supply. He might be grabbing it at 17 once again, feeling a little comfortable with the way he defended a 2-racks last game, and probably thinking that his opponent might not be going for it again. But there goes the SCV moving up into the natural for TriMaster. He is going to spot this second going down.
Yeah, very rarely do you see a Terran just try and 2-racks twice in a row. So he's probably feeling way safer than he was last game, but he's going to catch this SCV pull with the Overlord this time. So he's going to know ahead of time exactly what's coming. He can get some drones in place and even stop that first bunker from even starting.
You know, the thing is I really feel like if WZP played this out well enough, he can probably defend this he could defend this a little earlier if he can prevent those bunkers from going down. There goes one bunker being made right now. The other SCV coming back, going to put down the second bunker at some point here. The Marines getting in position, and now they're going to go right after the natural, exactly the way they did last time. The gas already taken by WZP. Is he going to follow this up with a Baneling Nest once again? I wonder, but he might actually do that.
Oh, those 10 lings are going to make it out before this bunker gets done, though.
Oh, here come the lings running down now, but the bunker is going to be done. Yes, there it goes. The Marine's going to go pile into it. This is actually a really tough position for WZP. He needs to get a spine down in order to outrange that bunker.
Right now, he's in a pretty tough spot. He can't exactly do that. Just be hard trying to walk that spine down with all these Marines. They could focus it before it ends up burrowing again. See, second bunker going down, and the rest of the SCVs going back home this time for TriMaster.
And there it goes, with the aid of the Broodlings coming out of that hatchery. This attack on the bunkers is going to go, and it looks like some of the Lings are not fighting. They need to be, though, and the Marines are going to be stuck in a position where they cannot get cover at all. They're going to get surrounded and picked off. The second bunker going to be focused down, but that needs to be canceled by TriMaster, who's most likely going to get it. Here go the rest of the Lings running down from there towards the middle of the map, and they're going to possibly scout this. It does it. He actually did get a glimpse, very small glimpse of those barracks. Running a Ling up now to check what's going on here.
But this time there's no barracks in the base. There's no barracks in the base for TriMaster. That factory's just now coming down. There's nothing here to defend that. Nothing to pick off those Lings.
Oh, what does TriMaster have planned? Is he going to be able to get Reactor Hellion up quick enough? I honestly don't think he is, because there's nothing to defend this, and one SCV, oh my god, scratch that, 6 Banelings being morphed right next to these supply depots.
Yeah, and there's so many Lings sitting here outside of his base too. I don't see how TriMaster's going to hold on to this one.
Absolutely beautiful from WZP. Now these Lings gonna run into the main, bust on some of those SCVs as the rest of the Lings gonna run in and deal some damage. This is definitely not a good position for TriMaster. Marines being pulled back to try and deal with this, but he's already lost so much he can't build any more Marines, and these Lings have speed. That's gonna make this really difficult. A Baneling being morphed now over here at the side of the main base. The Lings are going to finally get away. A Hellion trying to get out, but there's still not that supply. That he needs the supply there, and there goes the Baneling now going to come out. The Hellion in production, but it's not going to be enough. The Marines need to have a good position here. These Lings are running in. They have a choke, but it looks like the Lings are going to be forced to back off a little bit. Note, they're going to come right back. More Banelings being morphed. Another round of 6 Banelings. Here comes the Hellion just now coming out here. Is he going to be able to get this in a position where he can defend the Banelings? The Banelings are morphed and they're now making their way up the ramp. I don't know if TriMaster is going to be able to deal with this.
That might be too much. He's focusing the Banes though, but they do get off and all the Marines fall. There's only one left here for TriMaster. This is a great position for that Hellion though, just picking off the Lings right now.
But more Lings now running in. The one barracks not able to get down. That is not going to be a complete wall as more Banelings are being morphed once again. 3 more Banelings on the way for WZP. This is extremely all-in-ish, but a very powerful early push.
Yeah, and again, that same decision seems to be working out for him. These 3 additional Banes are rolling in here. They can't quite catch up those Hellions, though. SCVs are pulled. The Hellion should be able to pick those off just by stepping back, but there's even more Lings on the way.
One of the Hellions does get lost. He needs to be extremely careful here. There they go, with only 4 SCVs and 1 mule left over. Oh, but there's a hole! Oh! That is so deadly right now. There's still a hole between those barracks, and now WZP in such an economic lead.
Yeah, there's 5 roaches on the way.
Extremely greedy.
Yeah, with those 5 roaches, their barracks aren't even producing right now. He can't really afford to, trying to bring back his SCV count the best as he can. But is there going to be enough here for TriMaster when those roaches get there?
It looks like there goes the lift on the barracks. The factory going to fill out that hole. 3 Hellions making their way out onto the map. Going to just make sure there's nothing at that third, as I believe TriMaster really needs to expand here. He needs to focus on getting an expansion down, putting that pressure, and trying to get up on another base so that he can get back into this game, because he is just so far behind. Here go the Hellions now making their way up into the natural, as Roach and Ling making their way up to TriMaster.
Even if they do damage, though, there's so many Lings and Roaches on the way. Some Banes can be produced. 12 more Lings on their way over there as well. 5 Banes here in production. And there's only 1 Marine and a Hellion here to defend, and they can't even get a shot off on these Roaches at this position. There he goes, finally moves that Marine over to the other side, but 1 Marine does get picked off, 2nd Hellion gets picked off, and we have the GG from TriMaster.
Wow, we saw it a second time. WZP with just such an amazing reaction to a 2 racks all in.